Hey everyone, Don and Ash here.
Hello.
Today we're going to be checking out the live action trailer that Diablo 4 put out just about a week ago now. Live action is always something that's a little bit iffy on whether it's going to be good or not, so I'm excited to see what they've done with that. And with that being said, let's hop right in and see what it's all about.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to telling only lies.
Oh my god.
Seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love
So sick.
no one bites back as hard.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you.
Zipper, yeah.
Who's the predator on the right?
And I blame you.
Wow. That scene. Love it.
Okay, what in the world?
My whole, it's like not just like arm chills, it's like whole body chills.
Yeah, no, my whole arm, my whole
It's
arm,
so
both
big.
of them. I know. Okay. So I wasn't gonna say it in the beginning. I wanted to make the intro quick and just go into it. You know, if you're a longtime fan of Blizzard, I'm not sure if they did live action before for Diablo 4. But we all know that they did live action for the World of Warcraft movie, and even back in the day, the graphics were way ahead of its time. Everybody, even today, can look back at that and go, the orcs looked the greatest thing ever,
yeah.
like literally the greatest thing ever. But there's a thing with live action. Here's my problem with it: the pacing feels a little off at times, right? So, like for example, like, you know, in this, I think there's a scene specific. I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I think overall it's awesome, and you know, to get people in full wardrobe, and you know, my brain was going, okay, did they actually go to like some sort of like jungle river to
film.
you know, to film? And I understand how enormous these productions are, and that's way more on the technical side of things, way outside the game. But I'm fascinated by that. But at the same time, live action itself, I feel like there's only one movie that did live action crazily well. And I'm not even sure if you can call it live action, but I feel like it had live action elements. It's 300.
Oh.
It's 300, right? Like those fights choreographed.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen the behind the scenes
Yeah,
with in the
yeah.
green rooms, like literally just a big green like warehouse, right?
Oh yeah.
But like I've seen the green screen room where he kicked the dude into like the foam pit. Like those are really cool. But 300 did it. You have to like lean into the weird timing. So like all the slow camera movements and the really grandeur scene transitions in 300, it leaned into that weird.
Yeah.
And so, you know, in Diablo 4 here, and even in World of Warcraft, it's like if you do it even slightly wrong, it's so recognizable, and it just feels a little off, right? It's kind of like when Blizzard did on the World of Warcraft side, they did an animated video with in-game characters, and people were saying like it's not as good as a certain YouTuber, and that's 100% because the pacing felt off. The characters felt like they were like the environment was moving fast motion, but the characters like moving slow motion. Like,
Yeah.
It's weird, right?
that.
So it's like you're watching two different things happen at the same time. So I just want to play this kind of quietly in the background, and we're going to bring up how there's certain points where it's just a little bit like, I'm like, I don't know if it's just me, right? Because I'm a videographer brain, where I'm just like,
I didn't feel.
I'll tell you
like,
when.
maybe I was just feeling the hype, but I just.
I mean, I was there with the hype as well. Yeah,
I didn't really notice it. I was super enthralled.
Watch. All this pacing is normal. This is all great. CGI, fantastic. Okay, that's the first scene that looks fake, right? This looks a little fake. And here, we're getting... It's like, it almost has to do with like the separation, right? I can tell the character is not in the scene. Like, that's my knee-jerk... They might be, but I feel like the separation here, it's like I can almost feel like the character is in a green screen room, right? And so it's like, okay, I know I'm watching live action. As soon as I get the tell I'm watching live action, then I'm outside of the...
I understand.
Right? The fantasy isn't there anymore. I'm like, oh no. And I can see it a little bit in the combat as well. So yeah, you can tell it there. When he's fighting against the centipede,
yeah,
you can tell that he's like just standing, the camera's like right behind his shoulder. And I tell like in that plane, and then it looks like he's doing his actions in front of like just an animated screen rather than the depth of the scene feeling correct.
I feel like because I'm especially looking for it now, I can
it's hard for me. I'm sorry, man. It's hard for me not to tell these things, but those are the things that break live action from being in the moment to being like, oh, I can tell how flat this scene is, or I can tell how the scene should have more depth to feel real. Right? They can mess this up in movies as well. Under regular CGI, it can feel fake.
Totally.
Right? But because live action purposefully tries to meld a lot of CGI into the scene, it's like, it's hard to say that. I'm going to pause here again before I talk all over it. Like movies like Marvel and stuff like that, they use CGI. And, there's been tons of conversations over the last 5-10 years where it's like, why does CGI look worse than it does 10 years ago?
Right.
And I think there's too much reliance on CGI. And honestly, while CGI can do good things, it's also, there's a big discussion about not having enough time. The animators and the people that do these intense, crazy graphical things literally just don't have enough time to make things look more real. While I don't think that's the issue here, I think that Blizzard, I want them to tread into live action very carefully again, right? I don't think that this is a glaring difference from the way it felt in the World of Warcraft movie. I'm still getting those scenes that feel a little bit off kilter. And if they nail that down, more, because I think everything else about it was great. The scenery, the scripting, right?
Yeah.
The wardrobe.
Definitely.
The wardrobe for the spirit one looked thick.
Yeah. It's so like on point.
Yeah, I think when the birds came in, that felt really real to me, especially the bird one felt sick.
Yes.
The one before that, the jaguar, she like punched the ground and it sent like the shockwave out. I was like, that felt cool. And if for me, like as I'm picking it apart, me saying that felt cool, I'm not I'm not saying it's like perfect or I'm not the person to be like, it's right, it's wrong. But that scene, I didn't get that it's fake.
Yeah.
That scene got me in. It sucked me in. I was like, yes.
And I feel like that's a really important and like great observation to make.
Yeah.
And to point out, like.
So it's coming up in a second here. Oh, by the way, we haven't said it, but the actor that does Nayrel here, fantastic job as well.
Oh yeah, incredible. Yeah, her like. She doesn't have a lot to do, right?
Conviction, yeah.
But yeah, you can see it in her eyes, like she means it.
That scene right there felt fake. That scene feels a little, it just doesn't feel right. Like this too. You really have to be careful. Like that scene looks okay, and this scene looks okay, but I feel like some scenes, you got to make those creative liberties where if you want to base it more in reality or more in CGI, that looks sick.
That felt so smooth, yeah.
So it's weird. Doesn't that scene feel like it's from a movie? You would never tell. It's just a movie scene. It's just a graphic like movie scene, right? But like there are certain fight scenes before, like when this person jumps in, I can almost see the lines that are pulling them.
Oh, fair.
You know what I mean? Like I can just
envision it.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks sick. This scene's cool too. I gotta pause it there. I gotta go back and pause it there for a sec because I like
Also,
this dude right here. This dude right here on the right side right here with like Predator style helmet, and you just and like, bruh.
I think too. Okay, I have two things here.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, isn't there 4 aspects?
There's 4. Yeah.
We're missing one, right? I
don't think so. We have gorilla, we have the bird, we have the centipede, we have the jaguar.
Did I miss the gorilla?
I think it was probably the shockwave, like just the big strong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that could have been it, right?
Fair. And the second thing is, only because you have it paused here, it's like, yeah, I feel like I can really see the separation on the girl on the right.
I'm not sure if there's anything fake here. You'd have to play. No, there's not. There's
no?
not. I won't guarantee.
Maybe it's just the contrast that
I'm speaking from 10 years of video experience. I'm not telling this to her. I'm telling this to the audience because you guys might not know, right? 10 years of videographer experience. I feel like the depth here is correct. Everybody in here is an actual actor. That's an actual person.
Yeah, that I agree.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
When it comes to these live action scenes,
it's her that I'm looking at.
I know.
That's throwing me off.
Yeah, no, that's a real person.
Yeah,
real person. What looks fake or might look fake is because the thing on the ground is obviously fake in front of her. The dead demon.
Yeah,
the dead corpse of a demon is obviously fake.
Maybe
and I think that they are potentially standing in front of a green screen. Again, doesn't matter, right? If we're not trying to pick this apart, the context of the video is sick regardless.
It's so good.
I would really be down if they would do more of this.
Yeah.
Except take it one step further, Blizzard, and leave the animation only for things that are actually unrealistic, like the 20-foot tall centipede and the gorilla and the jaguar and stuff like that. Do the full wardrobe, film it in locations that they would actually reside in.
Yeah.
And that meld between live action, because people would be able to base it in real locations.
Yeah.
We have real jungle locations. You don't have to fake those things. You don't have to green screen those things because it'll always look worse. Right? There's dangers, right?
For sure.
Take a full cast into the jungle.
No problem.
No, but even if you just make a set, what I'm saying is make the set real.
Yeah,
make a set rather than just having green that we're gonna put graphics over. I think it would be much more believable. Anyways, 10 out of 10. I'll stop picking it apart. And again, less than 24 hours. Let's get into the game. I can't wait to make my Spiritborn. I'm a hardcore Bard player. And I'm torn. I don't know if I want to make Barb first or Spiritborn first. Every time I go, I'm a Barb, my brain's like, sorry, just back the mic. My brain's like, you're not going to make the new class first?
Yeah.
And then every time I go, okay, fine, I'll make a Spiritborn, my gut's like, you're not going to Barb first?
Yeah, the internal struggle.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Sork. I always lean towards Sork. She's generally always been like my first character type that I will make. Before trying out another one, and with the Spiritborn, it's like a tug of war, an internal tug of war to be like.
I think we picked the same one. She said we should go Jaguar earlier. I
think so.
Cats are my favorite thing. I literally have a snow leopard tattoo on my entire pectoral.
Yeah.
My pecky. And this guy has like the leopard print along his pec there. Rocking the whole Jaguar vibe. I'm like, they all rock the kind of cat vibes, right? I'm like, we got the Nahantu Jaguar mount in game.
Yeah.
Like a month ago now. Like I was all up on that cat vibe. Hopefully we get more cats in game. I just want to touch on that real quickly. We got like 50 horses now, and horses is cool. And I've always been cool with horses. I ain't got no problem with horses. But if we're gonna introduce cats, we can't only have one.
Yeah, we got a section there now, so we got to fill it out.
We're gonna have jaguars, right? Black cats are in.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a thing.
I'm so excited. I hope so.
Anyways,
I think also if I don't go Jaguar, I might go Bird. It just looked really sick. It looked super cool.
It was super cool. Anyways, I don't know, man. They want to. I know what I'm going for Halloween. How do I get this outfit? I'm like, who do I send money to? Who's Etsy is making this stuff? Come on, give it to me. Drop the links down below. No, but for real, let us know your favorite moments from this live action trailer down in the comments below. Let us know what you're looking forward to most in game, what spec you're going to be rolling if you are playing Spiritborn, or if you're going to be OG and just roll in to Vessel of Hatred with your original class and smack, and then leave Spiritborn for when you're potentially have the time to indulge in it. That'll be all from us. We will see you in game and in the next video.
Bye.